Oh, Shrek, guys, hey, thanks for dropping by. I'm extremely excited to share with you today. It's from a company called Blitzway, a company I'm not familiar with. This is my first time that I've actually purchased products from Blitzway. I've heard of them in the past, but I guess nothing that they were offering was exciting for me to go out and make that purchase. But once they acquired the rights to the Ghostbusters, 1/6 scale Ghostbusters, I was very excited, and so I started to turn my attention to this company called Blitzway. And finally, after, like I mentioned, almost 2 years, we have Ghostbusters 1/6 scale action figures from Blitzway. I originally was not going to purchase all four, and I still haven't purchased all four. I originally just decided to pick up Peter Venkman. Now this, like I said, almost 2 years ago. So when it went up to pre-order, I was like, you know what? I don't know if I want all four in my collection. Maybe one to represent would be good enough. So I went to Entertainment Earth and I ordered Peter Venkman right there. And then later, maybe a couple months down the road, there was a offering, I think $15 or $20 off. So I said, you know what? I'll use that and I'll pick up Ray. And it was only a few months ago that I decided to scratch my head. I'm like, okay, I'll do it. And I went out and purchased Egon. So I purchased all those three individually. So I didn't get the Slimer, which I'm 100% okay with. Personally, for me, I don't really think the Slimer looks all that good. And if I did have the Slimer, it would not be displayed in my collection. It would have just remained in the box. But the one, of course, that I have not going to purchase is Winston, and my reason for that is that I need to have, if I'm going to have all four, at least I want to have, I don't want to repeat any of my figures, so I want to have one that has the slime blower. So I'm holding off. There's no announcement right now that Blitzway is doing Ghostbusters 2, but I'm holding off in hopes that if they do, then of course, no hesitation, Winston, slime blower will be the purchase. Of course, I could have got Winston here and purchased Ray later, but Ray, iconic goggles and all that stuff. I needed the goggles, so that's the reason why I got Ray. So there's a lot of reviews out there that show the 4-pack. I'm not sure if I haven't seen one that shows a 3-pack, but the 4-pack with everything's included, which includes the Slimer, which includes the barrier and the sign. I went ahead and ordered these individually. I ordered two of them at Entertainment Earth, Ray and Peter, and one Egon at Big Bad Toy Store. Just wanted to show you how they arrive. They arrive in a shipper, and then inside there's bubble wrapping, and then inside the shipper is this box. So they're well shipped. I was really impressed with it. It doesn't ship like this. This comes inside another larger shipper. So this is an individual one right here with the Blitzway tape. So I thought I'd share that with you. If you're going to be ordering them individually, they'll come like this, inside a larger shipper. This is Peter, his jumpsuit. These little buckles, this clasp and everything are metal. It's got little rivets and everything and nice metal chains. He's got his rubber hose, gloves. I have on his radio holding glove on right now. Comes with a stand. I've heard a lot about this stand. I've just put it together and we'll see what happens. Now he has a crotch grabber for the stand, and another option is the hip grabber. So we'll see, I guess, when I put it together which one works best for me. Cigarettes, one burnt and one full. Great addition. Of course, the Proton pack, which looks really, really good. It's got light up features on there over here, and there's a little blue thing that goes up and down, but I don't know if I'm going to be putting any batteries in there. Of course, the gun, the Proton gun, his walkie-talkie, hands. These hands are really nice, very detailed hands. Very impressed with them. And what else here? His gloves, and there's a fold-up glove here too that I guess you can put on his pants or his pocket somewhere. Of course, the Proton stream, very nice. And I like these little things. I mean, you don't need to add these. Blitzway doesn't need to put these together in, but it's nice to actually have. These are from that musical montage, or that music montage that was in the movie. Couple of clippings, and this is actually newsprint stock. It's quite light, but and it feels good actually. It feels good. It feels like actual paper clips, not paper clips, paper clippings, newspaper clippings right there. Right, taken from the movie, and of course from Time, Omni, and what, the Atlantic. And I guess this could be the LP. I don't know what this is. But it's nice. Nice little additions. Really cool. I mean, you've seen it. How many times have we seen these on our TV screens? From a VHS to a DVD to Blu-ray, because we all double dip. And here's the Ghostbusters stickers. But to have these things like in front of you in your hand, you know, you don't need to display them, but they're there. And let's go back to Monsieur Venkman. Now this is the portion where I asked you guys to take a walk with me down memory lane. If you're in your 40s, then we're walking together, and if you're in the younger age group, then we'll pick you up as we move along. So this is from the real Ghostbusters, back in the days. I have all four, and I also have all the accessories and stuff, but they're in a different box right now, and I don't want to go get it. So this is Peter Venkman from the real Ghostbusters. Loved these guys when I was young. Played with them all the time. I really like the little logo that it has there. I wish I had these guys mitten card. Now, of course, as a collector, but this here is Peter. So I think around in 2009, a company called Mattel, they acquired the Ghostbuster license, and they came out and they produced 6-scale action figures of all four, and of course of other characters. Now my interest for these ones were just the 4 Ghostbusters, and then later on the 2 Slime Blower, Winston, and Ray. All the other characters I wasn't too interested in. Now these were online, so you had to purchase these online at MattelCollectors.com. They weren't available in stores at that time, but now you can find them everywhere. I actually found some at the dollar store, Dollarama here in Vancouver, for I think $4. Different packaging, but yeah, they Mattel kept using this mold, and really didn't improve upon it. But at that time, you know, these were great. I couldn't complain. Actually, the one complaint I did have was that they weren't to scale with McFarlane and NECA 7-inch related figures. I really hoped that these guys were on the same scale, but they weren't. So it was very hard to display the Mattel figures with the rest of my 7-inch NECA or McFarlane line. Also in around 2009, Mattel offered not only the 6-inch line, but they offered the 12-inch line. Now here is Peter Venkman 12-inch Mattel action figure. Now of course, if you zoom in and we look at the head sculpt, well, it's not that good. But we're looking at a $60 figure here, guys. Mattel 12-inch figures were offered at $60, which is a steal now. And I've had these, all 4, in my collection, representing my 1/6 scale Ghostbusters line for a very long time. I will do a comparison with this guy to the Blitzway, but I just want to show you that this guy, although head sculpt's not that great, you have to give full props. I give full props to Mattel for putting out such a fantastic figure for only a $60 price. Now look at that Proton pack. That is beautiful. I'll come closer with this one with the Blitzway one in a little bit, but I just want to show you what Peter Venkman was at $60 from Mattel. Still a fantastic figure. It's not going to be in my display anymore, but it's a fantastic figure. Here's the big wow moment, guys. Now say it with me. Wow. Here is, of course, Blitzway, Peter Venkman, compared to Mattel, Peter Venkman. I'm going to zoom in a little bit and we can see the face. Now, again, just a reminder, I'm just showing you this. I'm not comparing them to say, wow, this is better than the rest. I just thought that, we've seen a lot of YouTube videos of the Blitzway Ghostbusters, and I thought, well, why not share with you guys, Mattel and Blitzway, just for fun. Just for me to do something and post something. So, there you go. Now, I still have this Peter Venkman. I haven't posed him or anything, just kind of right out of the box. The only thing I've done is take out his walkie-talkie and I just flipped over his glove hand to the walkie-talkie hand, but I haven't even put on his Proton pack. So I've just laid him on the floor right now, on the table. There's Peter Venkman, Blitzway. Wow. Mattel, you're going up to my son's room, buddy. I wonder if he'd be happy if I gave him that as his Christmas gift. Here you go, boy. Now you can see the rivets on Peter Blitzway and the metal clasps. And when you move over to Mattel, of course, it's plastic. Now, which is which? One of these is the Blitzway Proton Pack. The other one is Mattel's. That's right. The one on the right is Blitzway. And I did notice that if you look right here, Mattel's has this little decal, and the Blitzway does not. But you know what? I looked at the back of the Proton pack and I'm like, wow, I wasn't blown away. It's excellent, but I wasn't as blown away because I've seen this one before. And for those who have never had the Mattel version, then of course, when you open up the Blitzway one, you're like, wow, it's awesome. Exactly the way I felt about this. But I just want to show they're both really excellent. But I do really want to show how well done a $60 Proton pack was. A $60 figures Proton pack was. It is very detailed. It's very, very minor differences. I do like that as opposed to this. I don't know which is accurate. But I can't zoom in that much, guys. I apologize. I'm sorry. But of course, we know that this one has the lighting features there, and of course this one does not. My Blitzway, I don't know if this is for everybody because I haven't opened the other ones. This one's moving a little bit here and there. It's no big deal, but I don't know if this is standard across the board, but Mattel's is quite firm. So not much difference, guys. Little things here and there, but I mean, you can look at this. It's not like I'm showing you. Just hold on a second here. Something like this, right? So here's a comparison with Venkman to my DX Luke. Best Luke, focus, focus, focus. There you go. Comparison with, of course, New Hope Obi-Wan. I really like the sculpt. I know people are on the fence or did not like it, but I really, really like it. There's another K.A. Kim, the sculptor for Blitzway Ghostbusters. Here's another one of her fine, fine works. And of course, Here's Ripley, a figure that I am not too happy with. She was my last Hot Toys review, and after a few months that I've had her, just not gelling too well with her. I just think it's a half-assed job from Hot Toys. They could have done much better, and and I think this is one of the reasons why that I'm slowly going to be stepping away from collecting 1/6 scale figures. They're just way too expensive, and when you get products like this and you realize how much you spent on it, um, it's not a happy thought. So here they are together. I mean, Peter for me is just phenomenal. People say he's the weakest sculpt from all the four, and if he is, and I have not opened the other two, so I guess I'm in for a treat. Boo. Boo. So this is me borrowing my wife's Lazy Susan that she uses for her cooking and baking. Shh, she won't know. Zoom in on the head. So here is Peter, Blitzway, and the Mattel Peter together. I'm going to leave Peter the way he is right now in this position. I have still two more to open. I have Ray and I have Egon. Egon will open in Christmas, and Ray maybe in a week or two. I got patience. So, I guess once I have them all, then I'll look at them and then I'll decide on a final pose. But for now, I think that, I guess with Peter's facial expression, it's pretty dead. So it kind of works well for the Ray. He's looking at me scene, or he's staring at me scene. And I think I'll leave it like that for now. And then here is Ray, I think right now, not Ray, sorry, Peter, in the display case in my cabinet. And currently, I believe that I will be displaying these one per case, one per shelf. I don't think I'll be crowding two or even three in there. I just like the way it pops just by itself individually, and I think that I will probably be displaying like Ray down there or Egon somewhere else, not together. I think there's more pow, more bang when displayed individually rather than together. And again, like I said, they're expensive figures, and I just don't want them to crowd them up and have them blend into each other. I don't think that's going to represent the money that I spend for these, because again, I paid Canadian dollars. Well, that's it for now, guys. I hope you liked my little video of Blitzway Peter Venkman 1/6 scale figure. They're fabulous figures. They're excellent. I'm so happy that I have this in my collection. It really looks good, and it's on par with Hot Toys with what I have so far. My Mattels will be going up in my kids' room, and these guys will be taking its place. So like, subscribe. Thanks again, guys, and we'll see you at the Ray YouTube video.